We got the media team in here. We're the media
We're
team.
the media team. We got content. TV's in the go. We got TV in the go, Wack.
You looking for that fire Clubhouse content? Well, you need to subscribe to the home. Hey, yo, Clubhouse TV. Let's get to the content.
That's a good one.
In the block.
Hey, yo,
dude ain't
what's that
fast.
Prince you just dropped?
Say it again?
What's that, bro? They say Trap Lord shit was help the police.
Oh yeah, I didn't even listen to that shit yet. I was trying to run that right now.
Wack. The title was bad.
Yeah,
Nah,
it was
bro.
bad. Yeah, look that shit up.
Who did that? That's for real? That's what they said?
That's from the Julio Foolio shit today, so we even had time to react to it.
Oh yeah,
There's so much
they
content.
said Trap Lord name in the Julio case today.
Yo, play that shit. Well, what?
That's block.
We got audio. Let me put the link in the chat.
Yeah, hold on.
But Trap Lord, he only get all his info off of Reddit.
Yeah, all this shit come from Reddit and YouTube.
But
Right.
that's the whole part, because this is shit the police should have. So like, I don't understand how is he helping them? But if he doing better work than the detective, then what does that say about the detective?
Nah, but
He
them
lazy.
message board, some of the message boards, boy, it'd be crazy.
That's
Gotta
Billy
go
got
on
one
them.
too.
That's
The
a
Philly
fact.
scoreboard. Oh, yeah.
Some of the
And they
one
made-
board, what did he say?
The message boards like Reddit and shit.
So when you got a Reddit account, Wack, anybody can basically make a Reddit account and contribute to a thread. So imagine a Discord thread of basically you don't know who's in this thread, but they
Yep.
keeping a score of everybody that died from each side. So now they telling them who they think did it. They put in information requests trying to grab the videos, put the videos
Oh,
up,
so the police is taking that shit, investigating that shit.
just watching the whole
Just
thread.
watching the thread grow.
You
Yeah.
want this one in the chat,
You
Prince?
got that's watching every single gang member associated with anything, everybody Instagram, everybody
If it
Facebook.
was smart, they hired go on the thread and put a bunch of shit that don't make sense.
That
There you
part.
go.
Yeah, thanks, Mark.
Hey, Wack.
They should have been did that shit.
Hey, but listen, that will work, but they want credit.
That part too.
Who want credit?
It's
Nah, you
Nigga-
missing the whole point. If I done did some shit and they got my shit out there on blast, right? And I know they on some police shit, I'm gonna have a whole squad putting all kind of shit in there that don't make sense. Nah, I heard the whoop whoop was over there and the connect was over here. This, that. They don't give out the credit. Their job is to throw them off.
That's because you thinking logical. I'm talking about the young boys want the credit for what they do.
Clout.
Like if they see
Oh.
some misinformation, they'll go in and they'll have somebody go correct it.
They'll probably post them, literally post themselves doing whatever it is, you know.
I've definitely seen that in that
Chiracology, yup.
I definitely seen it go in there
Yeah.
and
I mean,
correct
but
this.
a lot of this shit, unless it's the people involved, a lot of this shit that's their assumption.
Call it open source media.
You want this clip played?
Yeah, I want to hear what they talking about.
You also would look at like documentary style videos as well.
To a certain extent, yes, ma'am.
And in your review of those videos, sometimes you might find useful information, but you also find that not all the information is accurate, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now, even though not all the information is accurate, you have been able to take some of that information and use it.
As long as it's corroborated by other evidence, yes.
Okay. And in fact, you've even used some information you've gathered from YouTube videos and testimony and sworn testimony related to this case.
Yes.
Okay. Particularly a different chart, gang chart that you captured from a YouTube video. Is that accurate?
I personally did not capture it, but I have seen it, yes.
And you've used it in sworn testimony before.
I guess you could say that.
Okay. And that was from a video from a gentleman by the name of Trap Lord Ross. That sound familiar?
I'm not sure who it was from. It was given to me. Like I said, I did not personally make that chart. I've seen it, but I'm not sure who it was from.
Okay. You are familiar with that gentleman though, right? Trap Lord Ross.
I don't know who that is.
You've never...
I'm going to overrule the objection. He said he doesn't know who that is.
So,
Okay, go ahead.
You've seen...
Being a patrolman is a very dangerous situation, as you can imagine. My Brock was talking about earlier. You really don't know what
You've seen some of the hours long documentary videos that sort of try to break down the gangs in Jacksonville?
I've seen a few.
And those videos have like millions of views.
Potentially, I'm not sure how many views they have.
Okay, a lot of views. You agree with that?
I'm not sure how many views they have.
Potentially thousands of comments, a lot of comments.
I'm not sure about the comments either.
Okay. You would agree with me that a part of in your investigations that you sometimes go through the comments in these videos?
It depends.
On what? What would it depend on?
It depends on the video itself.
Okay. And what is an example of a video where you see information about the gang and you would not go through the comments?
Generally, it just depends on what occurs in the videos. If the comments are worthy. A lot of times the comments are just trolling, so it's kind of a waste of time to scroll through all the comments.
And how would you know if the comments are trolling unless you go through them?
Well, I don't go through all of them. I have went through them on some videos, but not all videos.
Okay, so it sounds like what you're saying is you might go through them, and then if you don't see anything useful, you move on.
Yeah, depending on the video.
Okay. And that's not just for the documentary style videos, it's also for the videos where there's music videos.
Yes.
And that's also going to be for videos that are posted on social media.
Sometimes.
Or
common. Okay.
You also would look at like documentary style videos as well.
To a certain extent, yes, ma'am.
And in your review of those videos, sometimes you might find useful information, but you also find that not all the information is accurate, right?
Correct.
Okay. Now, even though not all the information is accurate, you have been able to take some of that information and use it.
As long as it's corroborated by other evidence, yes.
Yo.
What up?
Yeah, that's bad work.
That's that scoreboard shit they keeping up there.
But see, the trap lord, he's jumping up and down. He
ain't tripping.
To him, it's a good look.
Mm-hmm.
I can't never be in that lane.
Hell no.
I'm been watching.
Yeah, I can't be in that lane. To him, that's a good look. He jumping up and down. You know, he like, shit. Hey, these boys is paying attention to my shit. But dude, the detective was gonna deny it, because at that point in time, you saying, okay, so your whole investigation is based upon what total strangers are saying.
Exactly.
That part, yup.
That's why he had to say he had to corroborate it with other evidence. He had to make sure he said that. And he wasn't going to testify nothing. He didn't personally pull himself, too. You heard that, too.
Yeah, now, if I was him, I'd have said, well, if it's a video where it's the defendant saying something, of course I'm going to pay attention to it. If he's flashing the gun, if he's flashing some money, if he's giving a description or something, maybe the vehicle in question is in the video, you know what I'm saying? That type of shit, cool, but he wasn't biting. Damn.
Yeah, and that's a seasoned detective too, right? So he tried not to give up too much of how they kind of pulled everything out the Reddit and everything. So he looking at the prosecution like, bro, like I can answer these questions without every question you asking, because you can give up the whole play. Yeah. But they got a Reddit and everything, right? They got shit on every situation. Chiracology, Torontoology, the history of everything, history of all the gangs, everything.
Hey, what did they ever get the color cars that was used?
Say it again?
I said, did they ever get the color cars that was used and them niggas that ran up and did the killing?
Which one?
What we talking about? And I'm gonna tell you why I asked. The Julio Foolio. I'm gonna tell you why I asked, because you remember I showed y'all the video that I got from Reddit when I guess the Julio Foolio dude was standing in the street, right, and he was filming the car and they rolled that back window down and he started bagging up like, "You on camera? You on camera?"
Did you see what car that was?
It was a gray older model Impala.
This the nigga that went in the parking lot, right? Shot.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a black Impala and a gray Chevy Cruze, but it could have been black throughout the night. Was it nighttime?
Yep.
So it was probably a black Impala then.
Well, it was in the daytime when he did it. So Wack, the Julio Foolio was, man, it was so many in the street. This nigga was filming on his phone. All of a sudden, a gray Impala pull up on him, the back window roll down. You see that? Oh, you on camera, nigga? You on camera? They roll that back window up and pull off. I was just wondering, was that one of the cars that was used at the hotel when they finally caught up with him.
Yeah, so that Impala, I'm not sure the color of it, but the Impala was the one
This
that
the
had the 3 hitters
situation
in it.
where the freeway cameras caught the nigga driving up there. The Tesla that was parked across the street caught the shit. The female's supposed to drop the low, right?
Right. And they stalking him the whole time. 3 locations.
Yeah, some birthday party shit, right?
Right, but they got the car with the hitters kind of holding back the whole time. And then they got the Chevy Cruze with the boyfriend and the girl basically being the lookouts. So they kind of got them spinning, driving around the whole time, but you see the Impala kind of laying like a block behind.
What's going on with the other dude, the Melly dude?
A lot of shit. Damn.
I seen the
It's a lot of shit, right?
Dude taking the deal, did that hurt Melly or no?
We still don't know what that profit got to say. They ain't come up with that profit yet. Melly's. Remember I told you they had the whole gang intelligence, like the whole G-Sean Bible and everything that was on appeal? That got thrown out. So the state can't use that against them no more. Which is bad because now they're gonna have to produce that witness now. It's gonna get nasty. Because they can't use none of that location data from any of that shit. Because remember, this was the story with it, right? That initial detective that got the initial warrant, he wasn't a gang detective. So he's not looking at Melly's phone for anything gang related. He's looking for location data, right? But you fast forward 4 or 5 years later, they get the motive, they get these theories now. They're thinking this is a gang issue because they want to put him to death. So they got to prove that Melly's in the gang.
So is it gang, is it theft, or is it...
So this is where it gets nasty.
They thought he was going to have to pay them.
This is where it gets nasty, right? To put on a...
They don't have a motive, is what you say.
They don't have a motive, but to put on a death, right? In Florida, it has to be gang related. So they go back in the nigga phone 3 or 5 years later. They see all the gang shit, all the blood shit. They basically say, oh, he's a gang. We can put him to death. Not how that works. So the judge just threw all that out. You should have got a new warrant for that gang shit. What you had was a warrant for his location data. You can't go through his whole phone history, who he's in the gang, and put him to death for that. So that got thrown out on appeal. And the state appealed that.
Damn.
Because they need that as an enhancement, that he's in the gang. So they got to prove it some other way now. They can't use his phone no more.
Because Prince, wasn't they using the gang angle to pursue the death penalty?
Right. It's one of the 3 ways. It had to be like a heinous crime, something else, and then it has to be a gang element to put him to death to be qualified instead of Florida. And that's one of the that they used to argue. That's why they got to prove that to put him to death. But now how can they without that, without the actual G-Sean Bible that they had, without the quote-unquote going back and forth with the G-homie behind the wall, none of that. With him pressing Melly for not doing shit for the set, none of that. None of that can come in now. It's like it never happened. So they got to get it some other way.
Prince, you remember that? I'm coming to get you, blood. You remember he texted him that, though? They couldn't use that? You remember when him and Fredo was texting each other?
Yes, but you also got the Code D, who goes by the name Portland. Like, at some point, you got to to a reasonable person, is that enough to prove that this person ain't?
Well, because his name is Portland?
Because he changed the C's to the B's when they communicate back and forth.
Yeah, but what's his real name?
Cortland Henry.
So in his street name is Portland.
Portland Henry, yeah.
Then that one crazy text where he said it's brazy.
Yes, see, is that a jury though? I mean, they only need an 8 to 12 to put him to death. So it means 8 out of the 12 that he's a blood, allegedly.
And he ain't got his shit in none of his videos?
Shit, he's stacking in all his videos.
He's stacking in all of them, but they got thrown out because they in his Instagram and his super chat. I mean, his Snapchat.
Okay, slow down. What the stacking?
Gang signs.
Oh, shit. I'm not saying you talking.
My bad, Wack.
What is that?
Gang signs.
Yeah, we don't do that shit. That's some colors. What is that shit?
That might be some New York shit.
I don't know how you do it, but I mean,
What?
you know, they throw up signs and they stack them.
Like what Young Thug used to do.
Yeah,
I don't.
BLs and BGs, they do that. They stack.
Yeah,
Yeah, we don't.
And y'all just
We
that's
kind
what
of
really
I was
just
like.
finna say. Mainly the
We
GDs and the
we
VLs do
yeah.
that.
We one hand. The other hand is a disrespect hand.
Yeah, the GDs and the
Like
VLs.
we don't tap. Like
They
you give it with this, right? Let's say if a nigga gonna dish, right? Throw this up, and then now this is a pistol. You know what I'm saying?
nah, they do this.
Yeah,
They
we
be
don't
like
do.
this. They be
Yeah, they learned that shit from watching Colors.
they,
That's
Really?
where they got it from.
They
Wow.
the
take.
If I
GDs.
put Colors on, go watch Colors right now. You gonna see the actors in there doing that shit. Them is actors though.
They've been doing that since I was a little girl.
Yeah, they got it from Colors.
Take them,
Colors came out in the 80s.
take them two fists, hit them on top of each other, then get to.
What that
Well,
mean?
yeah, that's a
Go
good
watch
point.
Colors.
Yeah,
Go watch Colors and you gonna see them.
I never seen it. That's why I don't know how to
Yeah,
stack.
we don't do that shit.
Yeah, people do it too.
Who?
So
That's sign language.
throwing gang signs is called stacking.
When you
Yeah, I
when you
just learned
saying
that
when you
shit.
speaking
That-
words,
I ain't never heard no shit. I ain't
Me
never.
either.
So
Yeah.
I tell you, when niggas normally in the South, when niggas be stacking, they be stacking because there is a bunch around each other, and they, you know what I'm saying? Just might get to just stacking his rank right there into it, but it ain't
Back in
never.
his rank.
Yep.
I
What
see
the
the shit.
fuck is that?
Somebody put the Chrono Rondo video up. I got you. I got you.
Nah,
They be
we
doing
just
that shit hard.
we call it.
You gotta see.
Nah,
You
we
gotta
just
see
call
it.
it giving
You
it
gotta
up.
see it,
No,
Wack. Come on. You
R&B,
gotta see
no.
it.
Call it
You know I'm gonna
giving
get the
it up.
content, Wack.
Doing that shit hard as I be like, Lord,
Cause he's stacking 60s, right? But that's why I want to get that content. Cause he was claiming 60s and he's stacking 60s, but he claiming the Cali gang, but ain't no stacking. I want to get that content for you. No room for the wheel.
Yeah, we call it giving it up. I ain't never heard about no
What y'all
stacking.
call
yeah,
it?
they've been doing that since I was a little girl. Since stacking. That's how I knew what it was.
Nigga be talking about, look at that. Nigga be talking about, look at that going crazy.
Harlems.
Yeah, I be
Now the
like,
Harlems will use two hands because that's how they throw their neighborhood up.
this is down south Midwest thing.
Yeah, I mean I seen them do a 3-minute handshake. It was unbelievable.
That's a part of
Get
stacking.
to making noises and shit. I'm like, what's going on?
You said making noises.
Yeah, I'm trying to tell you. You see, I was like, yo, what the stacking? What the stacking?
I know that.
I never heard of it. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm just, we ain't never did no ain't that. I've never heard that shit out here.
I can't believe we stopped that stacking.
Doing,
That's
the
crazy.
actors
Yeah.
did that on Colors.
Yeah, they be like,
Well, remember, yeah, the actors did that on Colors.
and they'll take it all the way to the stage. They go all the way down with it, and then they throw they dissing down on the ground and they start stumping it.
I mean, we do all that with one hand.
So when they say bang blood, that's kind of what they mean. How they bang blood? They bang it by stacking their set. This is what I heard.
I thought that's like throwing up your hood and all that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
so if he got that in videos, that's all they need.
you see what I just sent you, right? So that's I don't know. See, I don't know what they're doing some shit. I don't know. You gotta get one of the other niggas to translate that, but.
Oh shit.
But he from Georgia, right? He from Georgia, repping 60s. How he learn how to do that? Where he learn that from? But
He just giving his neighborhood up.
That's like basically throwing up your hood, right? What?
Giving his neighborhood up.
Okay.
Yeah,
They just call it stacking down south.
yeah, he giving his, yeah, he
I dropped the link in the chat of Millie doing it.
Okay. Well, every time he take his arms and roll them, he just saying rolling. That's rolling.
Okay.
Yeah, that's rolling. And when he do that, that's rolling. Neighborhood 6-0.
See, you could tell I'm not a I don't know half this shit. But yeah, but on
That's crazy because they do that when they're stacking.
On that aspect of it, right? All of that information in his phone had allegedly all of the G-Shine blood information. All of that got basically thrown out. They can only use like an hour before the murders and an hour past the murders for his phone. They can't use nothing else in there.
Oh shit.
Yeah, so all of that Instagram chat shit, the Snapchat shit, the messages, they can't use it, like none of that. So the Gmail account that had the Bible where you got to email to him, all of that, can't use none of it. This is all in court. Remember, the first judge threw this all out, by the way. The state appealed it, delayed the trial, just came out last week, denied. Go to trial.
Get another one of these. I think I got
But then all of this happened. The Cody get the deal waxed. So you can see if they was thinking they was gonna get denied, you kind of see the Cody getting the deal as a backdoor play. All right, bro, it's a fine now. Got profit now. You know what they're gonna ask him? Are y'all bloods? I mean, I don't know how to say it properly, but however you say it. What set does he claim? What set do y'all claim? Just answer those questions for us. Put that on paper. Put that death penalty back on the table.
Ray really out there serious. He thought of a bitch. Look at it.
I'm a little worried for them. They got like 2-3 more witnesses they ain't had before. They got the Mariah shit, plus the mama. Both mamas. That one mama got immunity, his mother, and then the other one, she being a hostile witness, but I don't know if she's gonna testify or not. She testified last time. And now they gonna put Fredo Bang on the stand too.
Ooh.
Because that go civil court subpoenas, he damn sure gonna get the sheriff one. Crazy. Because that's what's gonna happen. Like that wrongful death suit is gonna probably get resolved or judgment prior to this case being resolved. That's gonna be interesting.
Hey, yo, Prince, you think Officer Francois got anything else to do with the case? Like, you think he gonna muddy the waters?
From last time?
Right, the 100K, the man.
Yeah, from last time. Any update from last time, or you need another update on him?
Like another update, because I know he gave up the phone.
Yeah, so it's worse than that. It's worse than that. So we're gonna have to get the paperwork from that work. I can probably run that Thursday too if we got some time. Told 100%, but we're gonna get the paperwork for we run that. That civil deposition is kind of jarring because if the prosecutor is basically asking you, hey, 100K, whatever your name is, Mr. Francois, when you met with the detectives and you told the detectives that Melly did X, right? When you told the detectives who was at the house, when you told the detectives that you were gonna go pick up a bloody gun, like, we just gotta go get the paperwork when you told the detective that. You're in the court of law still, and they're saying, remember when you told the detective this? When you said Melly showed up and changed his clothes? You see what I'm saying? So, like, you're the one saying that, bro. You gotta get the record you actually saying it. But you didn't sit there and say, no, I contest. I didn't say that.
Out on bail.
Never disputed that shit. So I'm taking it as truth.
Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV. Clubhouse TV.
Yo, what's going on YouTube? It's Clubhouse TV. Welcome back, man. I certainly appreciate y'all for checking back in to check out the content, because this is where we break down the wildest stories in hip-hop culture, unfiltered, uncensored, and straight to the point. And as y'all heard, Wack 100 just reacted to the shocking news that Trap Lord Ross's name has been mentioned in Julio Foolio's murder trial. Yeah, you heard that right. So apparently during courtroom proceedings connected to the murder of Jacksonville rapper Julio Foolio, Trap Lord Ross's videos, those deep dive documentaries he's known for, are now being brought up in legal discussions. Now, Wack 100 heard about it, and in true Wack fashion, he didn't hold back. He said this whole situation shows how serious it's getting when YouTube content starts showing up in real criminal cases. Now, he basically said, y'all playing with fire when y'all make these documentaries about active street beefs, because the prosecutors are watching too. And he's not lying. Ross built his name documenting the beef between Foolio and Young and Ace, but now that one of those stories has turned tragic, that same content is being referenced in open court. Wack's whole point is the internet's got too comfortable turning real street history into entertainment. Now here's where it gets real. Wack questioned whether Trap Lord Ross should keep covering street rap culture the same way after this, because now it's not just clicks and views, it's evidence and subpoenas. He even said the feds might start looking deeper at creators who profit off pain in these gang war documentaries. Some folks in Wack's room agreed, others said Ross is just a journalist doing his job, but either way, this moment changed the game. So what do y'all think? Is Trap Lord Ross just doing journalism, or is hip-hop content gone too far? Should YouTubers be careful about turning real crimes into internet? Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I drop new content. Subscribe to the media team so you get that exclusive Wack 100 content. Any questions, suggestions, need me to advertise for you on my channel with over 45,000 subscribers? Just get at me on IG and I'll get right back to you. As always, I certainly appreciate you checking out Clubhouse TV, and you already know, I'm off to the next one. I'm out, y'all. Peace.